Okay, so we just need hand weights today, but I would say as light as 3 pounds and maybe up to 10 pounds, as long as you have a set of weights, just depending on the muscle group that we're going to be moving into. So the first exercise is kind of fun. We're going to be spending a full minute here where we're going to go into a kind of like a wide stance. So this is a wider squat. We're going to go into one side. So one leg is going to straighten. You should feel a nice stretch here. The other cheek is going to really aim into the back corner. Go 1, 2, 3. Shift all your weight over, and we're going to come into a balanced position for a moment, enough to lock in with that balancing leg. Replace that foot back down. Start over to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Balance. All right, so here we go. Our full minute here. Get the abs to kick on when you go into balance. Get that cheek to flex. You have about 10 seconds left. And 3, 2, 1. Good, let's come down to the floor. We're going to go into some mini sit-ups. So from here, we're going to keep the knees bent, scoop out those abs, and we're just going to kind of move in this top 1/3 of the sit-up. Inhale down, exhale up. Ready, begin. Feel in the abs, do all this work, try to relax your legs. Keep your shoulders down. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, now let's roll all the way down to your back. We're going to have our feet stuck together, knees open, in bridge. So this is our frog stance in bridge. It's going to work more of those outer cheeks as we bridge up. Ready, begin. Bridge and squeeze, down to relax. Keeping those knees open the whole time. The pelvic tuck looks good. Okay, now we're going to change this up. Let's bring those knees together. The feet will come apart a little bit so you can really squeeze those knees together. Keep them there and bridge up and down. So now the work has kind of come more to the bottoms of the cheeks. So keeping those cheeks squeezing when they go to the top. They can relax at the bottom, but inner thighs continue to squeeze those knees together. They do not come apart. Keeping those heels down. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. That's our first set down. We'll come back up to standing. Staying in our wide, stationary squat as we alternate the sides. On every third squat, we're going to come up and balance. All right, ready, begin. Active in your balance. Turn on those balancing muscles. That's the core, that's the cheek, that's planting your foot down. Consciously shifting your weight over. Anticipate grounding and using that leg to stand up in your balance. Ten seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, good, yes. All right, we're gonna go back down for abs. We're gonna scoop it out. So what we do is we lengthen out that low back and tighten up the front of the core, moving our mini sit-up. First top third of our sit-up. Get a breathing rhythm going. Here we go. Ten seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Good, moving in a bridge on your back. All right, feet are together, knees are open, pelvic tuck to bridge up, squeeze, and down. The knees stay open and consistent the whole time, up and down in our bridge. Two, one. Let's bring those knees together. Feet will come apart a little bit. Keep squeezing the inner thighs now, bridging up and down. Still keeping that little bit of a pelvic tuck at the top. You won't be able to bridge quite as high with those knees together, so know that that's normal, that's natural, and maintain that pelvic tuck so the cheeks are doing the work. We're not accidentally hanging on your low back. Should be feeling those inner thighs staying active. And 3, 2, 1. Nice job. And that's the end of round 2. So that's usually when we take a little water break if you need it. And then we'll come back to our top of the sequence. Okay, when you're ready, we're back to our wide stance. And begin. All about moving slow so you can activate properly. Ten seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Back to abs. All right, scoop it out. So you kind of tuck your hips under. You kind of roll back past your tailbone. Kind of think of it that way. And then we're going to just move in this little range of motion so those abs stay consistently activated. Here we go. Just keep breathing, keep that upper body relaxed. Try to keep the legs relaxed as much as you can. Practice total isolation. The best as you can anyway. 3, 2, 1, and we're back to bridge. Knees open, feet together, pelvic tuck, up and down. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, and inner thighs turn on to squeeze those knees. Here we go. Keep on bridging. And 3, 2, 1. And done. Very good. Okay, take a bit of a breather. I'm going to just go right into the next sequence, the first exercise. So we're kind of keeping the same theme as that very first one. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, balance, back lunge. And then on the third one, we'll do it to the other side. If you don't want to back lunge, maybe you want to just protect your knees a little bit extra today, what you might do is a single leg deadlift. Okay, so I'll let you decide if you're going to do a lunge or a single leg deadlift. All right, ready? Begin. Before you go into your lunge, make sure you've stabilized your balance so you're not going into a sloppy lunge. That's when we compromise our form. And that single leg deadlift, I'll demonstrate that now. Just that little hip hinge, just keeps you in balance a little longer. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, now we want our light weights. So 3s, maybe 5s. We're working our shoulders, but we do not want to strain our shoulders. We want the weight just heavy enough that we also feel those abs kick in, okay? All right, so what we're going to do first, punch out, then punch forward. Slow, punch out, punch forward. As you punch forward, do not change your posture form. So you will not lean back, right? You are locked in to your strong posture, meaning your abs and your glutes stay active. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, now I do recommend you pick up a heavier set of weights. So maybe that's 8 pounds, maybe that's 10 pounds if you have that. And we're going to take a wide stance. Lock in your cheeks, so they're going to squeeze together so you stabilize that lower half. The lower half will not move, and we're going to go into side crunches. So you're going to feel a stretch, and come back and crunch into that stretch. The other side will be stretching, and you come back and crunch. So we're alternating stretch and crunch through the sides of the torso. We're just holding on to these weights with our hands. We're not trying to shrug them up. Just let those arms relax. Neck stays relaxed. But glutes stay squeezing. Core stays on. Get a little rhythm going with your breathing. Maybe you inhale to one side, exhale to the other. Whatever works for you. Make sure you're staying upright. You're not accidentally leaning back or leaning forward. Imagine you're kind of wedged between two walls. Just moving left to right. And 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, we'll put our weights down. All right, back to the first exercise of the sequence. Side leaps to back lunge or single leg deadlift, okay? Listen to your body. Ready, begin. Make balancing challenging by taking that nice big side leap. All right, take up the space. Ten seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, move into upper body. We'll grab our weights. This is our lighter set of weights. All right, lock in your core. Ready, begin. Tall, strong posture. Lightweight is totally going to work for this exercise. No strain. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, now we load up. The core can handle more weight, so we're going to go ahead and give that challenge to the core with more weight. Wider stance, plant those feet, cheeks squeeze, core is on. Here we go. You're doing a good job at keeping those hips nice and still. They're locked in. That's telling me that your glutes are doing their job. And you're creating that work and tension in the core by just keeping it tight. 10 seconds. Neck is long, shoulders down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We can take a water break or just a breather, a little stretch if you need it. Hey, you guys already look ready. Okay, back to our pattern. 1, 2, 3, lunge or deadlift. Here we go. This is great work, obviously for our balance, right? We're working from toe up. Our toes are working, the entire foot is working. We're strengthening that arch in the foot, which is a good thing. Then we're working into our ankles, our knees, our hips. Gaining more spatial awareness, being able to transition mid-movement, right? And of course, some aerobic benefit also. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pick up our weights, back to shoulders. So this is arm and ab work because we lock in with our core. Ready, begin. Staying locked in, neck relaxed. 3, 2, 1. Good. And we're going to load the obliques. Sides of the waist. Wider stance, lock in the cheeks. Begin. Just let those arms hang, shoulders stay down. Keep those heels down also. So equal weight between your feet. Lower half is just locked in and still. That way we can isolate well into the waist. And 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. All right, done with that sequence. And of course, hydrate a little bit more. Take a breather. We're gonna come down to the floor. You will only need one weight. I think the best weight would be anywhere from 5 to 8 pounds for this next sequence, and just needing one. So we're gonna work single side work. So we're just gonna stay on this one side for all 3 exercises, and then we'll turn over and hit the other side and do all 3 exercises on the other side, okay? So let's start first with our weight. Lay on your side. Knees will be bent, head is supported, however that's comfortable for you, and we're gonna pick this weight up directly over your shoulder. Okay, so I'm giving lots of variety. So if you know that where we're starting right now is going to be the better fit for you, I just want you to keep this one in mind. All right, super small range of motion. We're going to push the weight to the ceiling, and then we're going to contract our shoulder blades. So you're packing your shoulder into the body. And you're going to barely see me move. What I'm just doing is I'm pulling my shoulder into my body, trying to move my shoulder blade into the center of my back, and then I just kind of push out again. Contract, lengthen, contract, lengthen. This takes a lot of concentration, and we always want to make the movement bigger, right? Like we're actually doing something. But believe me, this is a great exercise for isolation, healthy back and posture, keeping the shoulder happy and healthy. We're getting stabilizing work here, as well as a nice contraction for posture muscles. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. We're going to put our weight down. Now we're going to move into the lower half of the body. So from here, we're going to connect our knees, connect our toes. Connect our knees, Connect our toes. So I would consider this level 1. So remember to always come back to this one if needed as we move through level 2 and level 3. Or I guess round 2, round 3. So this is nice. This is internal rotation and external rotation for the hips. This is good stuff for good strong hips. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're going to lengthen these legs out. We're going to turn on our core, specifically our top oblique, keeping these legs stuck together. We're going to do leg lifts for oblique work. Ready, begin. So what we're doing here is we're lifting the weight of our legs, crunching this oblique. I kind of think of pulling my hip towards the bottom of my rib cage, creating a conscious crunch. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was our 3 exercises. So now we'll do that all to the other side. We're staying in our level 1 for this first round. Weight is right over our shoulder, up to the ceiling. Long neck. We're going to reach and then contract. And I know you can barely see me moving. And that's kind of the point, right? We're not moving a whole lot. But I'm reaching and I'm contracting, pulling my shoulder blade in towards my spine, in towards the middle of my back, while keeping my neck long, shoulder packed down towards my hip, not up towards my ear. And I'm just feeling how the muscles around my shoulder blade are working hard to pull and contract down. And then when I reach, I'm feeling all these little muscles in my shoulder working to stabilize. We're getting some really good, well-rounded work here. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Weight down. All right, internal and external rotation of the hip. Knees together, toes together. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Extend those legs. Now they're stuck together, working this top oblique. Ready and lift. So side crunch. Exhale up. Inhale down. Core stays on the whole time. And 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, we're moving into round 2, so level 2. We're just going to start right back over on the other side with our hand weight. All right, this time we're going to let the elbow come down, but it's very, very important that the weight stays up towards the ceiling, okay? So it's not going to come down here. We're going to lose a lot of strength here, and I don't want to strain anything. So keep the weight always facing up towards the ceiling. Elbow will tap into the side. push directly over the shoulder. Tap into the side, push. Yeah, you got it. Feel free to change out the weight, especially if you're feeling any kind of strain, or it just feels like you're a little bit too unstable and you're not quite trusting of the shoulder. I definitely want you to lower in weight. And 3, 2, 1. That looked really good. Nice job. All right, next we're going to move into straight legs. Top leg is going to do a big rainbow up in front. So I'm basically like out from my hip, up and over and tap. Make sure though that the hip stays facing forward, okay? So we're not going to roll back with that leg. So I kind of think of like my belly button slightly facing down the whole time. This upper body will not change regardless of where the leg is. So we're locked in. You should feel how your core is activated. Three, two, one. Good. Okay, next one. Definitely plant the hand in front of you. This is going to help stabilize you a little bit. We're back to our top oblique working. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen out. Still try to keep your neck relaxed, head supported the best you can. Remember level 1 with just straight legs lifting if you need it. Three, two, one. Nice job. Repeat to the other side. We're going to start with our shoulder press. Really picky about where you're keeping that weight. Okay, always aiming up to the ceiling. Come down to tap, press over the shoulder. So keeping good body awareness. What's going on with your arm? What's going on with your weight? Are you in control? Not a time to be sloppy. Bring that elbow all the way down. Full range of motion. There it is. Tap down. And 3, 2, 1, and weight comes down. Legs will lengthen out. Bottom leg is going to stay down. Top leg, full range of motion while you lock in your core. So upper body does not shimmy or move with the leg. And do tap. Okay, so that's feedback to your brain where you are in space. Give that feedback, that sensory feedback to your brain. Tap the floor in front, tap the floor in back. Feel how your core is activated, but your neck is relaxed. And 3, 2, 1. Good. And top oblique. Hand will be planted down in front of your chest. Ready? Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. The legs don't come back to the floor. They're going to stay lifted to keep those abs active. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Good. Let's take a water break. That was really good. So we'll just come back for our third round. Our third round purposely is moving up to level 3, but you always have the option of coming back to level 1 or level 2 work. Okay, when you're ready, come down to your side. We're just going to start on the same side we've always been starting on. All right, our level 3. So knees are going to be bent in front. Okay, this is just our little anchor here. We start with the weight directly over the shoulder. We're going to lengthen a little bit. So we're kind of pressing up to the ceiling, and we're going to go into small circles. Okay, so we're really playing with our shoulder stability here. This is really, really good work. We need a stable shoulder, but we need to make the right decision here with how big of circle we're making and the weight that we're holding. Okay, so really listen to your body here. And just feel how that shoulder is constantly responding to where your weight is in space, and this is good stuff. All right, now reverse direction of your circles. Keep lengthening up to the ceiling, long relaxed neck. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was good. All right, weight is down. Bottom leg is lengthened. Top leg, we're going to do internal rotation. Tap the knee, foot is flexed. Push your heel behind you. And again, we're locked in here, so we're not rolling back with the leg, okay? Hip is facing down. Tap, kick behind you. Tap, kick behind you. Make sure that leg is actually behind you because I want a good flex of your cheek. It's going to flex back here, but we're locked in nice and still in your torso. No rotation, no opening and closing of the hip. So if you know where your belly button is aiming at all times, you keep it there. It's not going to move around. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. Level 3 oblique work. We're going to go into a full side V-up. So we're going to leverage off this bottom arm, and upper body and lower body come up to connect, lengthen back out. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, remember level 1 or level 2, you can always go back to those. We're at level 3 right now with side V-ups. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Switch sides. And our last set, last side. All right, supporting the head, knees are bent up in front. With your weight, reach from the shoulder, small circles. Okay, no surprises for that shoulder. You're in control. Switch direction. Three, two, one, and done. All right, bottom leg lengthens out. Let's make sure that our torso is kind of faced downward a little bit. It's going to lock in there. And flex foot, knee taps, kick to the back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Doing a good job at keeping that torso locked in. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And into our last one, side V-ups. Upper body and lower body connect. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. It's okay to leverage off that bottom arm. And 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice job. And let's just roll right over to our back. Start to relax and settle into the floor. And we're going to concentrate on our breathing for the next minute. So what we'll do here is fill the body with air, that diaphragmatic breathing down into the diaphragm, 360 expansion. And then on our exhale, we're going to empty the air. So we're going to empty all the air out of the lungs to then set ourselves up for the nice big, expansive next inhale. All right, we're here for a minute. gratitude. Come on out of there whenever you want, and then, of course, spend some time on some stretches if you'd like. You did a great job today.